Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Iberian League, brought to you by Sports League and Prozis as we head into the final stage. We're in a losers bracket, ladies and gentlemen. It is the losers bracket gauntlet. We're going to kick it off with EC4 versus SUPRMODE. As always, my name is also AC Silva. Joining me to my left or my right, depends on your perspective, is the beautiful Max Formal Von You.
Aw, beautiful, huh? I'll take that one. I'll take it. I think that's fitting. But yeah, one last series today. One team won't be able to play tomorrow in our grand final day. Their journey is about to come to an end, be it EC4 or Super Mode. Now, I have just heard on the grapevine that after his MVP performance, well, Mendo is coming back. And while I do think the morale as a result might be there for Super Mode, I'm kind of thinking everything else is telling me the gut, the brain, the heart. EC4 probably is going to 3-0 this one.
You say that, but you're not believing in the power of Mendo, coach. Okay? Mendo is there to uh,
Yes.
get the chat in favor of Super Mode. We're ready for it. You're ready for it. And we have the head-to-head stats between these two teams right now. On the blue, we're going to have EC4 with Super Mode. On the orange, there's a slight point differential, one victory lead from Super Mode on the regular stage, with 81 goals on EC4 versus 70 on Super Mode.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, these I think were probably two of the most evenly matched teams, I think, in terms of stats, largely throughout the season, for the first half at least. But then the second half, EC4 just continued to pile them on, and it did feel like Super Mode did so almost slow down a bit as they did get against tougher opponents. They still were winning, but yeah, it definitely went in that direction. As we take a look at our head-to-head with this one,
What?
XYZ versus Boom Quick. I'm a
Why?
little disappointed we're not seeing Mendo's stats right now.
Exactly. I wanted to see Mendo's stats. What are we doing here? I mean, the
Well,
guy
we can
played.
tell. I can tell you what Mendo's stats are. All right, total goal 1, total assists 1, total saves 0.
You can't say that. I mean, it's not. It's not a.
Those
That's not.
are his stats.
Yeah, but that's the stats across one single match, and that I don't think that that's fair on the Mendo coach. Still, we have XYZ versus Boom Quick. It's pretty head to head when it comes to those stats. Obviously, Superman aren't gonna have the engine player or the player that materialized the most plays, Gooch playing for them. XYZ is the individual prodigy on the roster of EC4. So he's probably going to be doing his best to at least try to catapult EC4 into the next stage of the losers bracket gauntlet to play against Los Hombres de Pago.
Yeah, exactly. But on that other side, though, Rubix is kind of that player I'm going to be watching as well. He played phenomenally despite, what has happened with the Super Bowl lineup. I mean, Rubix nearly put the team on his back that game number 1 against Los Hombres de Paco.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that opening goal. It was incredibly impressive. So EC4, yeah, I think they are favored to win due to the unfortunate substitute situation for Super Mode. However, they cannot rest on their laurels because the other remaining members of this team, they're still hungry. They still want to play again tomorrow. I mean, the Iberian League is so much fun. You don't want your journey to end the day
No.
before the grand final. You want to win this one. So I'm still expecting a fair bit of life from the Super Mode side.
Yep, and we'll have to see how much life they have left in them as we head into the pitch right after this Bros. The Stingers still don't go anywhere. 5 seconds is all we ask from you. And 3, 2, 1. Game number 1 of this best of 5 series on the losers bracket gauntlet is live. In the blue, you have EC4. On the orange, it's Super Mode. We're already on the offense.
Yeah, and EC4, they are back to their full strength. So unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing the Infinite versus Mendo showdown, but we are going to see is a Carson goal right away off of this kickoff. A nice air dribble to himself. Rubik's the only defender unable to make that save. And unfortunate for Super Mode, but fortunate for those EC4 fans.
Well, at least Mendo's having fun. He's got the big truck. I mean, that's good for the demos. He's got a bigger hitbox. And he's also got the paper hat.
I mean, just
It's not a
throwing this out
cowboy
there,
hat.
it's a paper hat, but I'm throwing this one out there. That is the same vehicle that Midnight uses as well, and I want to see him take similar roles, but EC4, they're not here to play games, or I guess they're here to play Rocket League. I digress. They're also here to win at Rocket League. No mercy being shown as XYZ gets a second goal just 22 seconds in.
22 seconds. Still a long time left for for EC4 to drop the ball here and allow for SUPRMODE to actually come back and do something with this game. Fully expect Boomquick to get something going on here. Ooh, XYZ's there for the defense. Now the counter attacks coming through. Ball's already in the corner, grounded as it is. Rubik's there to pick it up. Reclaim it for himself. As both Boomquick and Rubik's try to get a pinch off.
I mean, EC4, when they've been against teams that they felt confidence against, they've always come at it fast and playing, you know, sort of the corners, playing the corners as well. Just the real side of the map as Adri nearly bumps a slow one in. Carson's going to be there to bang it through as well. 1 minute in, 3-0. This is not looking good for the side of SUPRMODE.
It's not. It was such an awkward touch from the side of SUPRMODE. Like, when the ball comes in really, really slow, you have a hard time, like, do I go for the ball? Or do I let it come to me? In this case, I honestly don't know what would have been better, but I guess Rubik's was kind of confused in that positioning. Now with a great defense here from Rubik's. Maybe they can get a counter attack going. But yeah, 3-0 on the board. So far, EC4, they don't look like they're in the mood to play games.
No, they do not at all, as Carson just takes it over one and under the other, but can't find the goal. Instead, it should be a clearing effort from Boomquick. Mendo nearly getting his own teammates way right there, but Boomquick was able to clear it out for now as we see a potential setup coming from the SUPRMODE side. They're going to need to capitalize on it. Boomquick tries to pass it to the middle. Rubik's is there. He's going to throw it back. Not quite. Save made by Hadri.
Rubik's does bump Hadri, or does bump Carson away.
Oh, Mendo. Oh,
Mendo?
no.
Hello?
Well,
there it is. The bump is coming. Hey,
no.
man, the bumps are coming in. Boomquick's going for the solo play. He's going to get it in. Yes, he is. Boomquick opens up the scoreboard for SUPRMODE.
Awesome right there. The bump from Mendo actually does get Karsten off and kind of opens the door. He couldn't get the touch on XYZ, but that's okay. Boomquick had enough time and space needed to make it a 3-1 game. So this is what I mean. SUPRMODE, they're not going to roll over. They're not going to play dead. If they get opportunities, you know they're going to take them. I think that's one of the reasons why EC4 has actually been so aggressive at the start of this game.
Yes, let's see if what EC4 did to respond to that goal, because if SUPRMODE can pull off 1, they can pull off 2, 3, and 4, and maybe even get a victory in their hands here against EC4. Reminder, whoever loses this game is out of the playoffs. This is already the losers brackets. Game number 1 is best of 5 series. Rubik's goes for the spike defense, managed to clear it off from Carson's shot, but they're not done yet. EC4 have XYZ on the solo play. Boomquick's there for clean intervention. We'll lose it 50-50.
50-50 right now. Rubik's does win that one. Hadri trying to see what he can do with the ball. Instead, actually loses possession. This could open the door for SUPRMODE right now. Ball across the middle of the pitch, but no one is there willing to push up forward. Carson going for a reset, actually. Very late one, but still pulls it off. Defense bumping into each other, but they are able to make that clear.
Yeah, Mendo was there to reset the positioning from Rubik's. Really well played by the coach. As both Rubik's and Boomquick commit to that save. Get a clean save coming in. As Boomquick now goes for a solo play, but gets cut off. Not even halfway through the field. Rubik's turn to try to go for a shot on the goal. But EC4 reclaim control.
Oh my gosh, Carson with the slow play beats out 2 defenders, pass to XYZ, trying to slow shoot it, but Rubik's is there for the save. Hadri now going to keep that offensive pressure. XYZ looking to punish. It's a little bit wide to the left, and Mendo, chance to clear, unfortunately does not connect with the ball. Let's see what Carson can do. He tries to slow play, a double commit on defense. Mendo unable to clear it through, but that's okay. Boomquick's right behind him.
Nope. He's trying. He's going for the ball. At least he's chasing out the shots of EC4's players, which is good of itself. Oh, great bump there by Mendo, clearing out the defense for Boomquick to take a clean shot at the ball. The ball is back rolling in favor of EC4. Rubik's airborne. Gets the ball on the side of EC4. Boomquick might try to get a play on. Carson doesn't quite connect it. Mendo, could it be a shot from him? Yes, it is, but it's a setup. Could be a setup. Nobody's there from SUPRMODE to actually contest that shot.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be deadly right there. Hadri doesn't keep it underneath. That's why he has a chance. Mendo could have made the save, but he turns a little bit too far to the right and misses that opportunity. 4-1 in favor of EC4.
I guess I understood what happened there. Coach Mendo forgot to jump on the right timing, and it allowed for XYZ to just get a shot on the goal.
I had my camera on Mendo. He was actually lined up to make the save, and then he nudged himself to the right at the last moment and just wound up missing.
True.
I've actually been watching this entire game from Mendo's perspective thus far.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. How's that been going? a
It's
lot.
interesting. He doesn't like using boost.
Ah, no, you see, he's actually a smarter play because he's conserving that boost. I mean,
Well,
boost
he
management
also
is really,
doesn't
really
have
important.
boost. He hasn't
Oh,
gotten
okay.
a full boost yet.
Okay. That does sound like a problem, but I'm sure he has the plan.
I'm sure he does too. That said, though, another beautiful goal was scored right there, and Mendo doesn't even go for the kickoff despite being the closest one to the ball on his team because he's playing the wall. Great pinch coming from Mendo right there. Will be caught by Carson. He's going to try and drive it forward. Boom
Oh,
Quick
he got a
with the
full boost.
50 actually goes it their way. Yes, and he does have the full boost right now. Boom Quick going to throw it up to Rubik's. Ball's going to land. Mendo's just driving around in no man's land. Demo from Boom Quick, though, will buy more time for the
Ah,
defense. An attempt was made by Mendo, unable to follow through.
he does a lot of attempts at least. The man's trying. Great save by Boom Quick. Pinches it with Rubik's. They try to get the ball rolling, get one more goal in, but XYZ is just going to drive it in.
He did it again. Watch
What did he do?
Mendo on the replay. He just blocks Boom Quick from being able to make the save. And
What,
then
really?
all of a sudden you have 3 members of EC4 driving towards the goal. Yeah, I don't think you actually caught it on the stream replay right there.
No,
but
he
he
didn't.
totally just drives and parks in front of Boom Quick and stops moving. And it stopped Boom Quick from being able to follow through and make the save right there. My goodness, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but game number 1 goes in favor of EC4. 5-1 on the board. Good start from the blue team. Let's see if they can keep up this tempo against Super Mode.
Yeah, let's see if they can do it. I'm thinking they will, to be perfectly honest in this one. EC4, again, they're coming into this. They're not really here to mess around too much. They do want to win this game handily. Now, Rubix has been doing a great job once again on the super mode side. He's been winning a lot of these 50s. He's been applying a lot of pressure, but more importantly, Rubix's defense has been absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if he's been playing, a lot of that heat seeker mode and just has been like, has that mindset with him, or this has just sort of been a side of Rubik's we weren't able to see throughout the league, but
Yeah.
he has made clutch save after clutch save after clutch save tonight, and he's keeping super mode interesting. That is for sure.
No, absolutely. I mean, I'm curious to see. I don't know. Maybe the fact that Gooch was the one calling the shots kept the shadow over Rubik's, that we weren't able to really see the full potential of this player. But I am enjoying seeing him play, and I'm looking forward in future iterations of the Iberian League if we get to see super mode again, or if we do get to see Rubik, in super mode or another team, what he can actually bring into the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. But first, we got to see them in game number 2 right now as EC4. They're up 1-0 right now. Can the super mode side bring this one back? Kickoff actually looks all right, at least until Rubix is going to take it straight down the middle. Nice late flick, but it's a little bit too high.
Just a tad bit too high. It looks like it's Mendo coach chasing around Carson, trying to bump him out of the way. Boom, quick just go for the set. But Carson gets a shot.
Yeah, as we watch the replay right here, Mendo doesn't have the right read. Boom Quick in a rough 1v2 situation. He was also keeping his eyes on the pass, but the shot did come straight from Carson. Great flick shot right there, and we're looking at a 1-0 EC4 lead.
1-0 EC4 lead. That's a straight ball coming in off the kickoff as Rubik's. Stop it over. Carson gets it up the crossbar. Doesn't quite find the positioning. Great save by Rubik on the shot from XYZ. Hadri gets it in, though. No chance whatsoever for super mode to collect that one.
Yeah, too much offensive pressure coming right there. A nice tight rotation and an even better shot coming from Hadri in this situation. The defense, they were scrambling, trying to recover. Again, you have to look at this, like being party pooper, you do have to look at this a lot of times as a 2v3 situation. And Boom Quick and Rubik's, as a result, they're going to be more committal on that first and second shot. And the third shot, well, it's going to be good more times than not. Mendo bumping Rubik's off the ball to try to get a touch right there. He got his touch.
Rule number 1.
I mean, this is a playoff game at the end of the day, so
who cares?
Not too surprised to see that.
You don't break rule number 1. You turned this 3v2 into a 2v1.
Oh, actually, that could be a strategy, a legitimate strategy. I feel like for super mode, get Mendo into a rule 1 situation. If they can do that, they might be able to even up the pitch. Just saying.
That is, yes. Okay, now I want to see that happen. I wonder if Mendo actually has the ability to maintain a rule 1.
That, well, the beautiful thing about rule 1, all you have to do is drive straight. as Karsten nearly
Ooh.
drives a shot straight through to the center of the goal right there, but the save is made. Boom quick, going to
Ooh.
dribble down, actually bumps XYZ to stop his recovery, but Hadri able to go up high for it, passing it over to Karsten off the backboard. The double touch is
Ooh.
saved by Rubix.
Rubix is there, man. He does not leave that box. He's actually a third and fourth pillar inside the goal of Supermo. Now it's up to Boomquick to try to develop an offense here. But EC4 immediately back on charge. Great touch by Hadri. Off the backboard, Rubix is there to prevent that play from happening. Mendo coach like, nah, okay, you get the touch. Rubix goes in for the solo play, but Hadri's there for the save.
Okay, again, I have been on Mendo Cam for a bit in this one, and he is getting boost this time, but he's just using it randomly. I'm not entirely sure what his plan is. He's gone through about 4 full boosts and hasn't touched the ball once.
Or gotten airborne.
No, he hasn't done that either, and he's just been really driving circles around the pitch, although he has a chance right now. XYZ going to keep the ball over Mendo's head, trying to turn it into a shot. Rubix makes save number 1. Carson's going up for it, but is unable to follow it through.
Hey, he's having a good time, and so are we. I guess at the end of the day, that's what matters. Mendo on defensive roll, managed to get a bump off XYZ. Actually, kind of crucial there to deny EC4 from a great offense. Once again, Boomquick tries to go for the goal, doesn't quite get it. Rubix with the setup over the head of Carson, who still gets the save, but managed to get an incredible goal in.
Oh my gosh, so a ceiling shot flick into a second touch off of the defender. Are you kidding me, Rubix? Where was this throughout the season? That was one of the best goals of the night coming to keep SUPRMODE in this game. They're back within 1, and this is a serious chance right now for SUPRMODE. XYZ is going to try and turn it back around, but Rubix is already there. He's looking for that second touch. He's trying to set up Boomquick. Karsten, though, is going to play spoiler for now.
For now, Boomquick managed to pick up enough speed to actually get that save, and so does Rubix. They got a little bit of a Rule 1 going inside the goal of Supernova.
I'm just
as
throwing this
Mendo
out there.
coach, she's just existing
Mendo.
on the sideline.
That save actually went to Mendo in that one. That was Mendo who got the touch. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
It was.
He did it. He's got a save. His first save of the night.
He is evolving as a player. You give him a couple more shots at the game, and he'll become the perfect player.
Perhaps, but at the moment, SUPRMODE, they're still very much in this game number 2 right now. Just under a minute and a half remaining. They're 1 goal away. Swinging a miss from Mendo. Rubix gets demoed for hitting it. Boomquick, the last defender, somehow is able to hold off EC4, at least momentarily. XYZ is going to throw it back into the box. Who's going to take the shot? Hadri was looking at it, but instead it goes to Karsten, unable to get that second touch as Rubix plays the backboard. Good defense coming from SUPRMODE, but they need to turn it into some offensive pressure and an offensive push.
They're trying, and they're getting Rubix to run for fuel and to run for boost. As you see EC4 run back on the offense. Rubix has still some in the tank, but he needs to go back for more. Now, Boomquick, center field, try to set up a play. Rubix is not quite in a position to defend it. Mendo is the last man in the defensive line of SUPRMODE. He turns tail and runs away from the ball as EC4 make a charge for the goal.
Yeah, they're looking to push towards that goal, but they're not going to find it just yet. Ball rolling back to the other side. Rubix gets demoed, and that demo actually pays out in dividends for SUPRMODE as he's there able to stop the shot. But with just 30 seconds remaining, this needs to be an attack that scores. Boomquick pushing it towards the goal. No one's able to follow through just yet. Pace slowed down into the corner. 18 seconds remaining. Last chance perhaps for SUPRMODE, but first they got to make a defensive stop.
I mean, you say last chance for SUPRMODE. I say a last chance for, or actually, yeah, no, true. Last chance for SUPRMODE to actually go into overtime. Can they do it with 7 seconds left on the board? Doesn't look like it, because EC4 being super aggressive on this offense. Ball is still in the air. Nobody's have to touch on it. Oh, Boomquick does get a good touch. So does Rubix. They keep it airborne for now, but the ball eventually touches the ground, and EC4 2-0.
So something new I learned from the Mendo cam as well in this game is he just doesn't like to jump. Jumping scares him. No, he will drive and pretty much just drive around and never getting airborne, which I'm a little bit surprised about, all things considered. However, the more important thing in this game is, again, SUPRMODE. They are showing those signs of life. Rubix put together one of the best goals I have seen, not just tonight, but in this tournament before. So I think Rubix is definitely making a statement right now. And while the future for SUPRMODE in this tournament may look grim, Rubix, I think, is proving himself as a player to watch.
True. No, it's absolutely true. So, if anything, we can take away that SUPRMODE SuPrMODE's individual players are still fascinating to watch with or without Gooch. And it's a
Yes.
shame that they're not able to play at full force. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I do feel like the playoffs would have been, I don't know, it wouldn't have been as giant oriented, I would say.
I think Super Mode could have been winning this series quite easily with the way how Rubix is playing.
Mhm.
Rubix is playing out of his mind right now, and I just can't throw him enough praise. Unfortunately, EC4, they're doing just enough to win this series, and it's like how do I best put this? Okay, like EC4, they are coasting by. I think they might not be going out at 100%. I kind of hope they're not going out 100% because they shouldn't be letting this super mode lineup be giving them this much trouble. So I'm worried for EC4 if they do win this series, what they will look like in our grand final. That said, we are on to our third game. It could be our final game if EC4 takes it.
True. Well, right now, it's been quick running an offense here against EC4. Rubik's on the side. You do see XYZ trying to get a bump off of it. Rubik's great control across the box. That's a dangerous cross to go for, but they still managed to keep up the offense against EC4. Now, Mendo coach loses a 50-50.
He went for it. Rubik's, though, with boost and time, actually gets bumped off the ball by Hadri. So I feel as long as EC4 keeps Rubik's away from the ball, they'll probably have a good chance in this one. Nice clear, though, coming from Rubik's. Could be looking for Boom Quick, but not going to find him this time. And that's a shot, and that's a goal.
Oh, what a shot from Hadri. Assist from Karsten off the center field, straight into the goal. 150 kilometers per hour. Doesn't get much better than that.
No, it does not. A fantastic little goal right there for EC4. They now have that lead. Super mode, they're once again behind. Now, they haven't been shut out yet. However, that kickoff, that's going to be one they want back.
That's a thing. Mendo didn't go for the kickoff. Okay. He was the closest player to the kickoff
he was
ball.
not.
But
he wasn't, actually. The closest player was Rubik's. Rubik's was the closest player there. He just didn't get to the ball fast enough. I'm not entirely sure, but Rubik's was the closer player there. The people on the sides are always closer than the people in the middle.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, a bit of a pinch defense there. But yeah, I've been looking at Menjo for a while. Mendo for a while now. You're right. He doesn't really leave the ground, does he?
No. He just likes to cruise around.
As you can see, he doesn't even go on the wall. Like, Car doesn't go zoom. Car goes room. That's what he's doing. He's making the car go room.
Meanwhile, though, Karsten, on the other hand, well, he goes flying in the air, was looking for a flip reset, instead tries to go for a pinch off the ground. Not going to find the goal in this instance just yet, but more pressure coming from EC4. Hadri goes up for a 50, loses it out to Rubik's, but XYZ waiting underneath, just has to flick that ball in, and he does just that. The most delicate of touches makes it a 3-0 game.
Oh, no, that is going to cause depression. That was such a huge flip from XYZ, and Boom Quick was just short of getting the touch on that ball.
Yeah, it was so close, but not able to follow through. Let's see what Hadri can do off this kickoff. Actually gets stopped by Boom Quick in this instance, and that's going to turn to a potential counterattack. Mendo swings, and Mendo misses.
Well, Karsten, airborne, Boom Quick, great counter there. As Mendo is just denying boost away from the side of EC4, and so far doing a good job on it. Look at him right now. He is denying boost. I mean, he's setting it for Rubik's and Boom Quick to go for it. You see XYZ. Mendo trying to make a disruptive play, but XYZ just breaks in his face and doesn't allow him to get the bump off. EC4 once again on the offense. Got a good shot in. Boom Quick doesn't get close enough to save it. XYZ gets a goal.
Yeah, watching this right there, just so fast on this counter attack. A great initial touch. XYZ waiting down the pitch. He had the time and the space to put that ball wherever he wanted. 4-0 right now for EC4 as they are once again starting to run away with this one. And unfortunately for Super Mode, although Rubik's has looked phenomenal both in this series and in that semifinal, I think they have just pretty much run out of time in this one.
Maybe, I mean, that's unfair to say. They still have 2 minutes to play. What are you talking about? Great shot from Rubik's. Maybe he can get the double touch. Yes, he can, but XYZ is there to save it.
Yeah, that was tight. That was super tight. Unfortunately, unable to follow through. But that's what I mean by Rubik's. He's been going for so many of these solo plays, and they've been looking so good. And you'd have to think if there'd just been one more player there to get that one more touch, maybe, just maybe, we would have seen more from them. Let's see what Rubik's can do this time. He has boost. He has space as
That's
well.
great.
That should go in, and that's going to be a 4-1 scoreline.
That was actually a very clean goal. Rubix finds the opening, gets the initial bump, goes airborne, and there's absolutely nothing that EC4 can do to get from that counterattack that fast. It was a single player counterattack.
It absolutely was, and it was fantastic. So let's see what Super Mode can do. Backs against the wall. They need to find 3 goals in just under 2 minutes to stay alive in the Iberian League.
Mendo.
It is do or die for this orange side. And Mendo, actually, that was a big clear.
It was a big clear, great touch there from the coach of SUPRMODE. Maybe you can get a goal in again, just like he did against Los Hombres de Paco. Let's see if there's a setup for that.
As he gets demoed.
That's not too nice.
That said, though, that was a shot right there from Rubik's, actually, nearly finding its mark. EC4 has been a bit on the back foot. Rubik's has been doing a great job in shutting down the middle of this pitch, and Boomquick's by his side been getting those touches as well. But this time, Boomquick does get beat. XYZ unable to catch the pass, however. Rubik's now looking to mount that attack for Super Mode, but doesn't want to follow it through. And I'm starting to see a defensive mindset from this orange side, and with 1 minute remaining, that's not going to be good enough.
It's not great cleared there by Hodri, sending Boomquick flying. Meadow tries to go for the ball, doesn't quite get the touch he needs to. Rubix clears it out in the corner. Might set up a counter offense. Mendo coach flipping and flailing over there.
Oh, that's a pass.
That is
Rubik's
a pass.
back to Mendo. Mendo! Oh, he's not there to catch it, unfortunately.
Yep, not the right angle. Not the right angle, but the right mindset. I'll tell you that much. It's up to Boomquick. Boomquick gets a corner's touch. 30 seconds left to play. 4-1 on the board. And Boomquick is on the offense. And so is Rubix. Mendo might be in a good position. Boomquick tries to contest it. Gets a touch. Karsten clears it out, though.
Yeah, Karsten's going to clear it out. 15 seconds remaining. Time definitely not going to be there for Super Mode in this one. It's XYZ trying to set up one last goal. Boomquick stealing it away. 7 seconds to go. Let's see what happens. Ball bouncing in the air, and XYZ is just bumping Mendo out of the play, so we're not even going to see the craziest of crazy miracles. Ball hits the ground. EC4 Gaming advances to the final day of the Iberian League.
Absolutely. I mean, credit is where credit is due. EC4 were the better team, all things considered. Super Mode, though, I wanted to see a little bit more from Rubix. I was honestly impressed with what Rubix and Boomquick showed us in their tandem plays throughout this playoff run. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for Supermode's playoff run for this series, at least.
Yeah, and now it is time, unfortunately, as well, to say goodbye to the Super Mode side. They put together a fantastic season, and unfortunately, it just kind of all fell apart for them on this final day. Rubix, he went down swinging. That is for absolute sure.
Yeah.
Some of the best individual plays I've seen throughout the tournament came out today. Boomquick as well did look strong, and as much as we kind of joke and meme about Mendo, again, he is a gold player at the end of the day, playing with grand champs. And I think as a gold duo player myself, my heart does go out to him. I'm better in trips. I play a lot more trips. All right, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I jump.
For the players out there that say, hey man, I'm gold because of my teammates, this is a difference that it makes,
I think in situations like that, Mendo can completely use that excuse today.
No, absolutely. Now, that's going to do it for today in terms of games. We still have one more interview to go for, but we do have a chance to look at the bracket and how the games went throughout today. We kicked off with Vodafone Giants versus EC4. EC4 never really had a chance against the Giants. The games went 5-0, 7-1, 4-1. Yes, EC4 were able to find some openings against the Giants, but I mean, Vodafone Giants were just a better team.
Yeah.
The same can be said on the second game of the Vodafone Giants today against Los Hombres de Paco, where a best-of-5 series was taken to its full extent. And by full extent, I mean we went into overtime on Game 5.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. Los Hombres de Paco almost pulling off that upset over the Vodafone Giants. It came down to that bitter end. The Giants scrambling to find an answer to the Los Hombres de Paco more aggressive, more erratic play style. And with 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining, down 2-0, they were able to bring it back. However, we now need to look at this losers bracket. We have to look at tomorrow, and we have to look at our champions of our final game, starting with, of course, XYZ, who is now joining us for an interview. Congratulations on that victory.
Thank you, thank you.
So that was a clean victory for EC4. And I
Yeah.
asked this question again. I asked this question to Los Hombres de Paco, but I'm going to ask you again. How much did he sweat against Mendo?
It was really hard.
Right?
Just here.
I'm
I know it's a bit unfair for them, of course. It's not 100% a fair match,
Mhm.
obviously, because Mando is not at this level, so they are basically playing a 3v2 all series. So just really hard for them. And
Yeah,
that's sad.
it's completely
yeah.
understandable. Now,
Mhm.
I wanted to look a little. Go on, man.
Well, yeah, I just want to say though, considering though it is a 3v2, there's one player in particular that it felt like on the SUPRMODE side who was stepping up and making a lot of plays happen. Where you started to get a bit nervous whenever Rubik's kind of had possession of that ball because some of his solo plays were absolutely phenomenal. It seemed like from a spectating viewpoint.
Uh, I don't know. Rubix is a very good defender player. He's always defending most of the shots, and he has a good control in offense and doing some solo plays. But our mindset was basically okay. They can score one goal, but they can score like 3 or 4 in the same match. So
Yeah.
that's not a
Yeah,
huge thing.
that's actually a good connector because I was going to ask, like, okay, it looked like sometimes EC4 felt a little bit loose in your defense and your offensive rotations. Do we expect to see this tomorrow against Los Hombres de Paco, or are you going to step up your game because you're actually playing on a fair and even ground?
Yeah, tomorrow it will be different. We will be more focused because today we were getting like a 3 goals lead, and then we were just having fun and just
Hmm.
trying to play. Not that focused. That's why we were triple committing a lot and double committing a lot on
So
offense.
I mean, you weren't looking at SUPRMODE, they weren't the only team that had to play with their coach today. You guys did
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well with Infinity. Tell me,
yeah.
how did the comms change with Infinity in the lineup up against the Giants, and what was that sort of experience like?
Uh, Imagine we knew that even though with Carsten it would not be an easy game against Giants, not Cannons anymore,
Mm-hmm.
against Giants. So we just told Infi to just relax and have fun playing. So we were just laughing when he scored that goal. He was super hyped, and we were just laughing the game,
That
even though we
goal
were
was
losing like
amazing.
7-1, something like that.
I mean, you could have played coach versus coach, but I guess well, you really wanted to win. Well, it's just my suggestions. Okay, whatever.
I think we have to set up a 1v1 sometime, maybe in between, the losers final and the grand final. We
A
can get
feature match
exactly a little 1v1 action.
between
Um,
Infinite and Mendo, coach. That'd be something to watch. Absolutely. Final thoughts before closing out today. Considering that you're against Los Hombres de Paco, how do you feel facing off against them? Considering that they took Giants all the way to 5 games, after seeing that, are you more intimidated, or are you confident that you can still take the series against Los Hombres de Paco?
I think we can take this series. We were more scared than if they won against Giants on that series. Was like we was watching the stream and we were like, okay, they can't win this. It's way more difficult to play against Giants than against them. So I think we have good chance tomorrow to win against them.
All right. Well, I wish you luck in your matchup, and I look forward to seeing you play tomorrow. On that note, though, it is time to wrap things up here, I do believe, after a very, very polarizing day. I'd feel like a crazy day for sure of our grand final weekend.
No, absolutely. So thank you so much once again, XYZ. Congratulations on your victory. You get to take the rest of the day off and get yourself ready for your match against Los Hombres de Paco tomorrow. But from myself, from Formal and everybody in the production crew, we appreciate your preference, and we hope to see you tomorrow for the grand finals of the playoffs of the Iberian League, brought to you by Esports League and Prozis. So we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, good games, and stay tuned for that.
Told you to walk away. That was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm and you're just a